In normal times, this would be one of the most lucrative trips of Eddie's year. At Christmas, Australians' demand for rock lobster is high, and off Tasmania's southern coast, there's plenty of it.
Whoa, looking good.
But if the supply side's holding up well, overall demand's fallen through the floor. Even at Christmas, the domestic market for these is actually pretty small. The vast majority get exported live to Asia. But right now, there's a problem getting them to their biggest market of all, China. Until mid-November, the most common route in was an unofficial tariff-free one via Hong Kong. Australians exported there, knowing most crayfish would carry on across the porous border with the mainland. But last month, the Chinese cracked down, closing that border to perishable goods. The only remaining option, direct from Australia to Shanghai, paying tariffs along the way. Locals here say the official 15% charge is often bumped up to closer to 40%. And anyway, they say, the Shanghai infrastructure can't cope with its recent surge in volumes. The result? Crayfish aren't starting their journey from here at all.
I'm not putting this half the effort in at the moment. I'm not having day shots, I'm just having a night shot. So I'm just sort of relaxing back and just getting a few fish, because what's the point in catching a fish if you can't get rid of them?
The price of lobster has plummeted. $35 a kilo right now, 50 is more normal, it has been as high as 90. In Hobart Harbour, boats that should be at sea float idle. Tanks of lobster exporters across Tasmania, near capacity.
If you have no one to sell them to, if you don't have a market, then you are just basically babysitting them, aren't you? There's nowhere to send them, so you bring them in, you put them in your tanks, and then you suffer the mortalities until such time as you get them out.
The border vital to the Hong Kong route has been cut off before, say exporters, but never for this long. Their fear that it won't reopen in time for what should be the busiest period of all, February's Chinese New Year.
You say you take the good times with the bad. That's fair enough if there was a particular reason or there was any specific reason. In this instance, there is no specific reason that we can find.
The solution they'd like, that what the Australian industry considers a grey market, can be turned white with a formal free trade agreement with China. The worry that a market the Chinese consider black stays closed off for good. Andrew Thomas, Al Jazeera, Tasmania, Australia.